I can't look back, it's too late now. My days are hours and I don't know how, but I believe the great is still yet to come. I won't stop fighting, man, until I'm done.
Good morning and welcome to the 67th Breakfast Ball. I am your host, Bob Cardia, and to my left is no one again today, but I want to talk about this week's Masters. Wow, folks, you know, that when you say golf and life are I guess metaphors for each other, to watch Rory McIlroy get the monkey off of his back and to complete the career Grand Slam and win a major for the first time in 11 years is absolutely outstanding. I couldn't wait to get into the studio today to talk about it because, for those of you who know me, I coach for a living. And a lot of what happened yesterday absolutely can be put into life perspective. Nobody has won a Masters championship in nearly 90 years. Okay, or actually never has, but in the almost 90 playings of the Masters, has won making 4 double bogeys. So I titled today, 4 double bogeys can be a good thing. And what could I possibly mean by that? Reason, most of the time in life and in golf, when your double bogeys happen, whether you get fired from a job, the stock market crashes, your relationship goes bad. A lot of that stuff, when things go bad, people tend to give up. The strong mental people, the people that battle through, are the people like Rory. But like we said, Rory hadn't won a major in 11 years. He'd been to Augusta. This was 17 times, and the one time he had a lead going into the final round, he absolutely blew up. So yesterday, right, makes a double bogey on 1. By the second tee, he's already in second place, and I know a lot of people, and I'm not going to lie to you. The thought crossed my mind too that oh no, here comes another collapse. And then watching the post game with Rory afterwards, he said once he made the double bogey on 1, it settled his mind down. And I believe he referred to John Rahm winning the Masters after a double bogey in the first hole, and that gave him some kind of solace. I know when I was talking to Billy McGinnis, who was our state amateur champion and a friend of the podcast and a hell of a player, club champion of Pine Valley, Tavistock, the whole 9 yards, somebody who I respect, said that I believe the way he put it was once he double bogeyed a hole, put a ball in the water, and put a ball out of bounds, he knew the round was going to be okay. Now, sounds great. You smile when you say it, but you know what? Most people's belief systems are not that way. So, clearly, he was nervous. He said he was very, very nervous when he got to the first hole. But he knew that he couldn't change what happened, right? For the past, 11 years or 17 years at the Masters or what happened on the second hole, he couldn't change that. All he could do was reframe perspective. And that's, I think, the ultimate thing with life and in golf is reframing perspective. If you lose your job, you say, hey, that just freed me up for another opportunity to do something else. Or in Rory's case, and as I always tell my players, and this is, I would say, of vital importance, in thought processes or perspectives, look at things as if you never lose. You either win or you learn. And that's the way, Rory kind of did it. He said he's a better golfer now at age 35 than he's ever been. And when you look at that, I'm not sure that's all mechanical. I'm sure that is a lot to do with the mental aspect of it. You know, and when you change perspective, I'm looking at my notes. You know, don't dwell on the past. Okay, don't ever dwell on the past. You need absolutely to focus on getting better each and every time. It's like the Japanese word, I guess it's kaizen. If you can get yourself just a little bit better, and I heard Kobe Bryant talking about it in some of the motivational stuff that I watched. Basically, if you could take a 20-year career and wake up every day and try to get a little bit better as you go, by the time you get to the end of 20 years, you will be great. And I know I get, people have said to me before about motivation, and I do a lot with motivation. But I look at guys like David Goggins or the podcaster, Joe Rogan, yeah, and they talk about motivation, and motivation's a myth, and I somewhat agree with that, because the way they frame it and the way I know it is, there are plenty of days that I've got up and I'm like, yeah, today is my day. I got this. Most days don't go that way though, folks. Most days you wake up, the human body and the condition wants to stay in bed, right? They want to, seek a position of comfort, but you need discipline, and that's more or less what happened with Rory yesterday. When things started to go wrong, he stuck to his plan, and he just kept grinding away. I mean, he had shots on 16, 15, even the first putt on 18. He missed all those putts, and again, somebody who wasn't mentally tough enough would fall off. I got a text from a dear friend after Rory missed that putt on 18, and he texted me, it's over. He's not going to make it past one playoff hole, because nobody can miss that many short putts and come back mentally tough. And beautiful drive, beautiful second shot, 3-foot putt, bang, done. I think it says a lot for his development. So I guess what I'm trying to say in a way is the easiest thing to do is to give up. Anybody can do it. The hardest thing to do is to think well, to learn how to think, right? To overcome, adversity. I guess the two pieces of advice I'm going to give you, and in my own life, I try. This is where I try to be with it, because I do value other people's opinion, and I don't always want to believe or think that I'm the smartest person in the room, but I try not to take advice from people who are not where I want to be. That's the first thing. And the second thing I like to say is choose not to cry in the storm. Dance in the rain. I know my father was a professional motivational speaker, and some of the greatest advice he ever gave me was to dance like there's nobody watching. Forget what other people are telling you, son. You can do whatever it is you want to do. So, again, congratulations to Rory. If he ever watches the Breakfast Ball podcast, I hope he knows that I drew a large source of inspiration out of what he accomplished this past week. Also, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe. We're trying to get the subscribers up there. I know we're getting to the next 100th level of where we are, so if you could subscribe, we'd like that. If you're interested in any of our merch, it is on the website. And then, yes, if you comment, I love the Breakfast Ball in the comments section, you are eligible for a Starbucks gift card. Well, folks, hope you got a little bit out of today. Have a great day. Think well. See you next time.
Glass of bourbon, my bourbon, my my bourbon heart. Alcohol, because no great story ever started with "I'll have a salad."